This new narrative in hip-hop, mainly spearheaded by Anthony Fantano, is that Drake has ran out of things to rap about. And this new Drake song probably reinforces that narrative.
I don't pay rent and end up like a whole hairstyle, girl, it's past due.
He literally ended the song with, yep, hey, that's all I got, folks. The entire subject matter and choice of words by Drake in Slime You Out was bizarre. Like, he was shouting out arrogant Tay, for God's sakes.
Making mistakes, then you beg me to stay. Got me weaking on you like I'm arrogant Tay.
The subject matter was concerning to me, because what we know about Drake is there's really no signature Drake style. Drake music in the last 10 years has been adaptive and transformative, right? He gets ahead of a movement that's coming, steer ship it, and hop off board when a movement dies. So in 2023, with no real direction of where Drake is taking this, it's concerning for Drake fans like myself, because the only other niche or genre that we see in hip-hop that's on the horizon is the Birkin bag boss girl genre.
Do the dance, it make my coochie leak. Real bad bitch, sitting pretty, 1,000 for the week.
But I like to think Drake isn't this shameless. I would like to think that Drake has enough integrity in him to where he wouldn't jack female boss girl music and try to run with that wave. But honestly, bro, videos like this doesn't give me too much confidence that jacking the boss girl genre is above Drake.
What's up, G-Way? In the cut with my twin, we be vibing. Classic, but they know I be outside with it.
And the consistent link-ups with Sexy Red and Glorilla. Seems like this man is on the prowl to really take over this new wave of female rap. And with all the positive feedback for this new song with SZA that was hella sassy, I was starting to get worried, bro, that maybe Drake would be pushed into a corner where he feels as if, yo, the sassy rap is probably the way to go. Which is why I was extremely happy when Drake started getting some backlash for the song. That sounded crazy. That sounded insane. Yo, am I a hater for... Yeah, that sounded insane, bro. I'm not happy that Black Twitter got wind of the song and now they're trying to cancel him. I'm just happy that maybe the backlash would deter him from not being so sassy on these future records. He got some backlash even before the song dropped due to his choice for a cover art that he was hitting for the song. And the cover art was of Halle Berry with slime all over her at the Nickelodeon Award. Now, Halle Berry, again, some may be honored that Drake is using him as a cover art. She wasn't honored at all because she would take to her Instagram to call out Drake and say that Drake never got her permission. And she would even say that Drake team reached out to her and her team declined. And Drake still went ahead and previewed the cover art, which was not cool with her in her book. So he got some backlash for that. But that backlash wouldn't be nothing compared to the backlash he's currently getting now for some suspect lyrics he included in his song.
You got my mind in a terrible place. Whipped and changed you like American slave.
The whipped and chain you like an American slave is a crazy bar, and people are upset. One Twitter user says Drake criticism tends to get overblown and silly on here at times, but man, that slave line really is gross. I think it's the American clarification that really does it. Another user said, whipped and chained you like an American slave. Nobody in the studio told Drake that line was awful.
I just don't feel, it doesn't sit right with me. Why do we need to include the lives of the enslaved folks of America in this song? Drake, did you even learn about slavery growing up? Because I know you were schooled in Canada and like we don't even learn about slavery in America. I'm just concerned. Also, I know other people wrote the song, so, and I know they're not all.
If I'm Drake, I'm going with that, bro. Hey, y'all know I got ghostwriters, man. I ain't even write that song, bro. Drake ain't never gonna beat the culture vulture Canadian cosplaying as a Black American accusation. I mean, the story of Adidon cover was kind of crazy and bizarre, and it just goes to show it's probably two different cultures that's coming into play. Now, let me tread lightly here. I personally don't got no issue with the line. My only side eye, which is like, why do it gotta be American slaves, right? Like, the French colonies also had slaves, Quebec, Ontario, New Brunswick. Like, they had slaves as well for 200 years. Why couldn't you talk about the Canadian slaves? The line would have probably stayed the same, right? Right? Whip and chains like Canadian slaves is still the same thing. You could have said Canadian, but you made a distinction and said American. I don't understand why. The American distinction and clarification made me say, oh. And then the half-white, oh. Right? Like, the half-white aspect come into play. I don't know, bro. All right, those are just dicey waters that I don't even want to touch. Right? The half white thing coming into play, the Canadian thing coming into play, just makes that line a little bit more layered. But I like to think, bro, that it was just him just writing whatever that rhyme that came to his head. Man, he wasn't even thinking about nothing surfaced or below the surface. All right, Drake, we're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt today. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, right? You guys think Drake meant it a certain way, or do y'all think, bruh, he's just rapping, man, and people are tripping? But like and sub to the channel, man. Also, before you leave, click on the video somewhere on my screen to find out why Stephen A. Smith is threatening to expose Terrell Owens over saying this on Twitter. I'm see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen, all right? I'm out of here, folks. Peace.